Hey guys, if anyone's here, I'm just gonna find one more guy. Alright, no worries. Maybe we'll come back anyways. This will be kind of short. It'll be an analysis here to the best of my abilities. Alright, we'll start with Picanha versus Baizu. Guys, mute that. Turn this up a tiny bit. Alright. So, the first thing I can say with Picanha's chip play, it's very unrefined. It's a bit random. You might do some things that kind of work, but it's all way too random. Like, it can look very like you can do whatever you want, but there are some certain things you gotta kind of stick to. Like, there are a lot of things that just are messy. A lot of things you gotta like be consistent with. Still, with this character. For example, doing instant air dash doing instant air dash is not a good thing with chip. If you want to move around with chip, you should be using dash momentum. You should be dashing and then jumping around. If you want to do an instant air dash, like jumping back and then doing an instant air dash, it's very risky. Like if you want to do an instant air dash, you should be doing it in response to like a projectile or something. Or you can just teleport, you know? But doing something like this is better for a character that oh jeez. It's better for a character that can get themselves down on the ground a bit better. Like a soul or something. And you did whiff. So what happened here? What I would have done, if you want to be safe, you could instant air dash back, and then you can teleport from there if he tries to do something, or you can throw a gamma blade or something. Like you don't jumping backwards an instant air dash and jump D. That kind of expecting them to have done something, you know. It doesn't really work like that. Like, it's very easy to punish and just bait it. Because as far as I'm aware, you weren't really looking for anything. Like you just air dashed. You just air dashed immediately. You didn't see anything. I could maybe understand this if this is like a soul and you try to catch your try to do a random gun flame or something, but and you try to air dash forward, jump D. It's just not gonna work like that. And doing a jump D, like you can get away with it, but I really wouldn't recommend trying to get away with it because he could 2P right here if he blocked it that high. Because I think he missed it. Like this should have actually hit, but he did it a bit too high. And then what you did was a bit odd. You didn't go into a block string. I don't know if you're pressing a bunch of jump D or whatever, but you landed. You pressed 2D. What I would have recommended is a 5K or a 2P or a close slash into 2D, and then from that 2D you can Rekka to keep yourself safe. You could have hit confirmed into the 2D a little bit better. Like a 5K close slash, and then you could have 2D'd. So that's so yeah, 2D is fine, but then you OTG the 2D, so that's not good. The list goes on. Like, I want to slow this down. You teleport, you do a jump D, and instant blocks it. So Baisu can literally throw you right now. That's already like not what a chip wants. Like getting knocked down for a chip is like way. It's like top 3 ways characters to get to be a knockdown. Because of the reward a character can get with Oki. Like it's just a 2-touch from that point. So literally he could have thrown you. Right by now he should have thrown you. Especially since you landed and did 2D. Or he could have maybe even 2P'd and done like an easier knockdown and some more damage. Because that's like, yeah. Also this OTGing 2D. So he blocks it, you minus as hell. He can 2P this. He can actually do anything. He could 2P this, and if you teleport, which is more a recommendation, you'll probably get hit. Because the block stun isn't enough for you to get out. Like 2D teleport is just too slow. Yeah, it shouldn't be good enough. Like a 5H or something could work, but you're way too close. So you do another 2D, swept, and then you just chill and go for Oki if you wanted to, or chill and go for something more solid like a meaty teleport. So dash up meaty, but then you OTG game. Like this is what the randomness I'm talking about is. Like it's way too off the wall. Like a lot of this stuff can be punished so easily. You have this. This is way too high. If you block this, this would be a 2P or close slash punish. Because this isn't active all the way to the ground. This is active for the first 3 hits. So you kind of want to do it low enough. If you want to be getting down to the ground instantly from this height, you need a FDC break and then jump H on the way down. Or something like that. Then you OTG again. Yeah, you OTG. That should have been a punish. It should have been immediate 2D after that. He does that. If he blocks that, that's like death because you have burst, but a lot of punishes is missing. Also, every teleport you've done has been a back teleport, so you can literally air throw it. But you can't get too obvious with the teleport. So what happened now? That's punishable. He should have done a way better punish than that. And when I say way better punish, that's literally like a 2H punish. He does. He doesn't do correct fireball Oki, but that fireball I think was still somehow a bit plus. Well, you FD at least, and then you try to delay, press the button, but you just can't hit. And I'm just doing weird shit. That's a bad burst point. You gotta, if he's doing kick loops, you gotta burst up here in the top right corner, just as far like at the peak, or you've got to. He can't even do it while you're on top of him. He's just gonna. Yeah. Do you have any questions, Picanha, by the way, while I go through this? Round start Gunblade is a really big call out, in my opinion. Because it's very easy to stuff, because a lot of people like to press a button, but some like to just chill, some like to backdash, some like to jump, you know. Some use like a really slow button. Second catch. It's really risky. I mean, some could also whiff something close, like a 6P or something. Like imagine if you're round start and a soul tries to counter poke you with 6P and he gets hit by a Gunblade. Or he tries to round start Gunflame. Or like there are some things where you can just blow through it. But the actual long range packs are probably going to get you. Nice, he gets knocked down. I think he should have done it. So first he should have done an air throw here. I think he tried air throw but it didn't work out. So he tries to do blue ball. You wake up super. First of all, I don't think that's actually invincible at the beginning. I don't think Chip actually has any true invincible reversals without burst super. And second of all, you could have just FD'd You could have just what's the name? You could have just DP'd then RC'd it to be safe. Jeez, back far enough. Also, it's pretty easy to punish this because he'll be like, he should just chill, and as soon because he won't go into these, Chip doesn't go into these uppercuts with unless he's unless it hits. He would have just been there. He would just been there standing, finishing his animation. He could have just 6'd you for damage. So it's a bit more on Baisu's fault for not doing that. What 6p? And now you're just mashing at this point. Just too much 2D. Like, you have so many good buttons. Like, you have, like, fast slash, 2S, 5k is such a good button. Get a bit closer, use some close slash. The heavier normals, very questionable, but like, you can use them a bit later in a block string, but you should be using way more buttons at this range. Like you just keep poking with 2D, like that's all you've done. It's kind of, it was a bit odd for him to have done that, so yeah, 2D was fine there. Yeah, you try to do teleport key. Just do a normal falling jump H here. Don't need to go into 5k, because if you did a jump H here, you would have probably comboed into 5k 2D. I'm going back into Oki. What happened here? Yeah. You're gonna have to understand that with the H teleport, sometimes you're too far away. Especially since you're pushing him out with all those hits, so he's really far away. So this needs to be like a 5k 2D, or if you got a 5 piece, this needs to go to immediate 2D, because you can't, you probably touch a bit too far for close slash here. So yeah, what happens here? You just teleport. Okay, you didn't see it either, so you just press 2H because you tried to do something. What happened here? 2S is a good round start. 2S is a really, really strong round start. For the characters they can beat 2S, you have other options to try to beat it. For example, Soul can 6p 2S. Like, 2S for Chip beats everything that Soul does, but 6p beats it, so you just chill there and wait for him to use 6p and sweep him. And then you get your game started. You can Gamma Blade him if you can call it out, but that's a risk in its own right. There's a risky jump there because it's a bit too high. I mean, if he's expecting a 6p, then it happens. And you ATG 2D again. Set to air. Get wreckers. Yeah. I don't know, these wreckers are a bit... You can do a bit different with these wreckers. Like, you can delay these wreckers. Like, if you're here, you OTG, you 5p, 5k, you go first wrecker, you're -1, but he does an instant block. What you could do is you can delay the second wrecker, which would catch them. Sorry, my family's being a bit loud. Yeah, with the wreckers, first of all, try to really limit going for the overhead unless you have like, if you really want to sneak it in every once in a while, you can do it with like meter to keep safe. With wreckers, you do the first wrecker just to like off like a 2D or a 2S or a 5S or something like that, just to be safe. And then you're -1 there after the wrecker. So what you would do after that is you could bait the low. If they try to press a button, you just frame trap with the low wrecker, and that counter hits because you can really delay the low wrecker. And if they're scared of that, all of a sudden you can start dashing in after the first wrecker and doing like a 5k. You could dash into like 5k or close slash range because they're scared. Because you can really delay the wrecker, and it's really hard to see because it's really fast. But like just doing that string, yeah. Then you need your combos off this. I don't think if you know the combos or not. from this combo, not from this. From this, I would have. See, like these are two combo opportunities. From the overhead, from this, you could have done a close slash jump install 2H and a teleport series, air series. Then you get a 6H hit, and that's like almost the exact same thing. You can close slash or 5P2H, teleport into air series. Like there's a lot of, that's like both of those, like each one of those would have done about 200 damage each. So his health would be like down at the beginning of his risk bar, potentially, maybe a bit low. He jumping around again. Yeah, I don't like that. That's something I used to do. I used to instant air dash jump the other time because I'm like, I just want to get in. I'm Soul. I can instant air dash jump slash jump H and get myself down the ground. But that's not how it works with Chip. Chip doesn't have anything that brings him down on the ground safely of an air dash. Like, let me just zippity whip back into training mode, and I'll show you what I mean. Let's get a hey here as well.
Chip versus hey yo. Get ready to rock.
So if I'm back here and I'm trying to do an instant air dash, the only thing I can really do off an instant air dash is like to get me down on the ground is something like because if a Soul could just do jump S jump H, you know, and it hits down on the ground, it's really fast. Like you can do this quite easily. The Chip has to really, you know, has to kind of delay it. So for Chip has to really delay normal so it can be brought down the ground a lot safer. If you jump back like this and then going that, I can't really recommend it. All I can do is say, you know, you can do something like this. You can do stuff like that, but doing stuff like this is risky. Which is why you sometimes see Chips do this. That makes it safer. Like, if a Chip's blocking this in the air, they can just, you know... It's a lot safer. At like a higher height. Because if I do a jump H up here, they can throw me, or they can press a button if they block it, especially if they instant block it. So you have jump D. Like, if I press jump D around here, they can throw me as soon as I land. So if I just do stuff like this. And jump S is, you know, it's floaty. I can kind of do it after this, but it's not deep enough for an instant air dash. See how it works. It's just not good. Like, he's got teleports. He can do stuff like this. He's got really good, like, look how far he goes with a dash jump. And this is good because now he's got all of his dashing, he's got all of his jumps, and he can start doing stuff like this, like, you know, and he can do stuff like this. He can even do stuff like this. Like this keeps him up in the air a bit longer. Yeah, doing stuff like, if you're going to do this, if you're going to instant air dash to get in, you're literally only doing it to try to get a low jump page, or something like that. Or an instant air dash to beat like a gun flame to get in. Like, this is really unsafe. This is why it is a little bit better. I can't press back to reset, but it's in an uncomfortable position, so I'm comfortable doing this. And I'm also seeing, like, you're doing stuff like this. Shouldn't be doing that. If you're gonna knock down, you know, get a meaty. And if you can do stuff like this, you know, you can actually jump and solo this. Pretty bad jumping soloing. No, I'm pretty bad manual jumping soloing. This is the record thing I was talking about. You can RC this as well. All the stuff you can do with the low. But if you get a counter hit, it's basically like confirmed. So you have a couple of ways to go in. Like if you're out here and they're pretty bad at stopping your teleports, you can just get in. Easy, you're in. And you got good buttons. And they'll open up eventually. If you don't want to teleport, or you use too much teleport, you can jump. You can FD, trick them out a little bit. You can bait it in. Also, if you can do like that. If you want to use Shuriken, you can use Shuriken to get in. You could just dash in normally, like this is really good, but you could just dash in like this. It's very easy to just dash in like that. Because 2S is -1, so you can be like, yep. Can't avoid it. It's very easy. It's pretty easy to go in. Like, but if they get good at your teleports, then you can just bait your teleports. YSC. Because if they're jumping, it's like this is like the easiest thing in the game to do. You know, like they're jumping. They can't do anything. It's literally like inescapable. Unless they somehow tech it, it's inescapable. Just like jumping when you're low and low health against a chip. It's really bad. Because you're just like boom. You can also gamma YRC. That's literally like it's my turn. I'm in. I teleport air throw. So this slows down time, yeah? So what a lot of chips will do. Air throw. And this is... He can't throw me because the throw hitbox is in the upper part of the body. So the person that's below is at the advantage. So he has a 1 frame to tech this. And considering I just YSC'd, it's way too hard. See, you can like bait them to jump because they might try to air throw your teleport. You can be like, alright. Yeah. He actually, like, these are like, if there are things that piss off players with Chip, it's jump D, everyone hates jump D, everyone hates 2S, everyone hates Gamma YRC, because it's a free in, because the only way to beat Gamma YRC goes through everything. It actually almost beats everything in the game. The only thing that can stop Gamma YRC, the only way to beat Gamma YRC is to go over it, because it's slow, and you're counting at state during this. So you YRC it, and as soon as they try to jump over, I can time it right. Just stay through. We just anti-air. Because you have pretty good anti-airs. 2H is very good, 6P is very good, air throw is very good. You can get air to air. Also, make sure you're always holding back while you're teleporting, because you can catch people jumping. A bit harder. Like that. Because I'm always holding. It's gonna either be jump H or throw. Jumping back into it. It just got really good upper invol. It's slow. Yeah, it's slow. And the recovery is really bad because I can't jump out during this. But the invol, it goes down to his knees. So you can catch a lot of things. And then you just convert it. You can convert it to a lot of things. You can convert it to this. You can also convert it to this. Down. Other things you can do as an anti-air is 2H. And you can also tech trap with this. It's always fun damage. You can also DP if they've got a really annoying anti-air to deal with that you can't beat. Just DP it. You can combo with this. Hard, but you can. Taking the corner. Oh, there's also this. I like doing this. Surprisingly, this works against Heiyun because of his dive kick. You can also like do this. That was a good time. So 6P has really good lower body invol, so it can blow through some things. So if you try to do this, it'll just go through. And you can just dash up. You know, remember how I was saying dash up 5k is very good? Dash up 6p is very good because it goes through stuff. It goes through like higher hitting pokes. Most high, like a decent chunk, not all of them, but a fair amount. So you can be like, you know, you can just do that. Yep. Remember when you're doing Oki, like your left, right. Yep, it goes through Johnny 5S, it goes through Johnny 5K, which is why Johnny's kind of can't deal with it, because two of his best pokes are beaten by 6B. That's why he just backdashes and lets you whip 6B. So if like Johnny's here and he's like 5K, yeah, you can be like, try to imitate it. Just goes through. It's really good. So what Johnny's will do is they'll be like backdash, because you'll be running up. I'll try to show you. That's what they'll do. It says a lot of recovery, so if they backdash it, I can't do anything for a little bit. So what you do is chase him down. The same thing with Slayer. Chase him down. Or you could also just... Just counterblade him. Yeah. I don't think so. It's not... It's not to the same level of, it's not to the same level of, Venom 6B that can just do that. I guess it can in some situations. It's not reliable. I guess it is being more reliable. Something will clash. You gotta get close though, because it's just gonna clash. Yeah. That's why when I'm like over here, I'll just be like, woo! Because I'm like, because Chip can just go from here to here instantly. Because they're all scared about the teleports, you know, like, oh, he might teleport up here and I gotta be ready. Then you're just like, woo! You're over here. Or just, woo! I'm here. Anyway. And then if they're prepared for you, you can be just like... Another good thing. Counterblade is very strong. Or you... do some of this, or... I mean, if a Johnny is here and he's, you know, poking, then you can just... So you can't poke. And if this is happening, you just be like... Like 2D's also got some invul properties. See the tip of his foot is actually invul, so he's actually got good counter poking. See that? A bit harder because Johnny. I work a bit better against this. Maybe not the best against Johnny. But his 2D has very good range. It's pretty safe at this range, and it's got some involved, so he can go through a lot of stuff. So it's very easy for him to play footsies. And you can just teleport. Or you could just do this. Or you could just immediately go in like this. You can just 2S. Joyce is a very good button. But you get knocked down, so yeah. Alright. Explain a chunk. Try to finish off this review so I can go to the next person. Surprised that jump T worked out. Change screen. Yeah, so doing something like this, like you've used up all your movement. You can do one more jump, but then you've got 0 movement, and he's not exactly afraid of whipping something. What he's probably going to do is air throw you or something, or tries an instant block. Instant block is like the best thing against Chip because he can't actually get down the ground as safely as some other characters sometimes. So you manage to get the 2. You manage to get a jump D. You should just chill when you get a jump D, like a jump D this low to the ground. Like you can get into a 5k or something, but it's a counter hit, so you can easily get a combo off this. So you didn't really need to do anything. They should have been to a 2D at some point. And try a jump D. I don't know what happened here. Blocking stuff. Do another jump back, air dash for a jump D, and then you're mashing 5k. This should be like a 6p anti-air. Should be 2 6p anti-airs. Or 2H even, you can do 2H. Like, you could just you can stand here and control it, because unless he's like a Ramathil or a Baiken, or maybe some character that can really mess up with anti-airs, like you can just sit here and anti-air as soon as he comes down, because you've got like complete control. Like you can just 6p him or 2H him as he comes down here very easily. For DP, just wrecking too much buns. Once again, that's damage there you've missed out on. Like the jump D, if you get a jump D cannon, which will happen often. Like this is a cannon, you just dash up close slash 5H instant air dash jump D for your knockdown. Unfortunately, just with that super. You should be at 6H that. You should also be blocking those. Yeah, too much ATGing. Not gonna help you doing a slow TG. I just managed to get around, but it's whatever. If you want to do a corner combo, you should go in here into close slash 2D, Rekka 1, then the big side chick that launches on the wall. Not Rokusai. Is it Rokusai? I don't know, I can't remember what it is. You can do this one onto the wall after a 2D Rekka. Nice to West. You could have after that, since you teleported immediately, you should have been able to connect with a jump H. It should be immediate jump H to get down on the ground. You would have been able to combo off that. And you know, you have 2G, 2D again. You can't do that. Shouldn't be doing that. You're missing out knockdowns. From this 2D, you could have just teleported for a meaty jump H and gone down into pressure. Doing too much 2D again. Jump back, ash forward, jump H, not good. You're getting some sort of OK now, so that's a bit better. Careful, don't whiff against that, because it's going to hurt if he hits it. You're getting hit by combos. Not the best combo, but it's a combo. Yeah, just getting slowly. Will work down. You really need to make sure you convert in these combos. What was it? Did you take a round of basically? No. Did anyone take a round? No. It's okay 2D there. You get thrown though, because that's not safe because it wasn't a meaty. 2D. Mech, yeah. So you did do a teleport and you did a jump D. You should have done a jump H. You should have done like a little bit later, so it's a full meaty. So you don't accidentally whiff it. You 2D, but then you OTG again. It's a common theme here. Snake A 2D would have been a bit better if you kind of poked like a 5k though. There's any other buttons that you could poke that's not 2D that are faster that you can counter poke with. Yeah, it's kind of funky what you did. Yeah, I don't exactly. Maybe you could get something off that if you actually jump and solve the teleport, but it doesn't exactly do anything. See, that's something you need to be following up on the jump D. Block that, punish 2D, teleport. Alright, so it's getting a little bit better until you OTG that. Slight improvements. No, you're just in Death Town. That could have been an easy jump D convert to a knockdown. This could be death. This should have been death like twice already. It's nice. Then you OTG again. Yeah. Another thing a chip should be worried about is jumping too much without momentum. That's why a jump dash is a lot better than just a normal jump. Because see, you're not really going far. You're not really moving to the other side of the screen. So you're gonna basically land on him, and you've used up like 2 of your jumps, and your 3rd jump. So it's the most obvious thing for him to just wait for you to come down and anti-air you. And no amount of jump D is gonna save you. Yep, he is pulse after that. He's trying to get knocked down, but it's hard for him. 2 wreckers. You could have RC'd this. 2v2v, close slash, wrecker 1, wrecker 2. You should have gone to knockdown in my opinion, and then done more left right. But you should have RC'd this, gone to 5D. It's really easy with RC. And then taking him to the corner with a bunch of 2Hs and a 6H. Instead you do that. That's not safe, by the way. You can't throw that. But that's minus. He can jump up and throw you. And then try to go into a jump D is just... It's not going to save you. Swag out super. It's not what you really want to be using supers on or meter on. In a situation like that. Just throws you. Now we're in kick loops. Okay, both 5D, then just unfortunate for him, but fortunate for you, getting the fireball. Nice 2D. Then okay, don't jump back to do Shuriken. Should be doing that neutral. Too much yet. There we go. Jump H. I like that. That was good. So you did the jump K here. Like, that's not good. Just do a jump H. If you really want to do this, it should be like some sort of mix-up where you land on the ground a lot faster. Like that. As like a meteor or something like that. But not as like a... It's not going to work all the time. Because you've never like actually done this teleport. That keeps you in the air a lot longer. Yeah, should be a knockdown. Sick. Yeah, this should have been like... This should have been to a 2D, into Senchu, Rekka, just the wall combo. You could have comboed up that, then you do a 2D, 6k, some more catches. 2H should have worked for him. You're doing some okay stuff. Just, yeah, like some of this stuff is a lot better. Just trying to get in like that, you know, you don't... It's not... You can get in like other ways, you don't have to like get Alpha Blade across the screen, especially since you have no meter, so it's punishable. Yeah, you're just gonna get chipped out probably, yeah. That's the first game. Do you have any more questions, Picker? Because I'm really a bit squeezed for time, so I'm going to be going with the next person. What happens? I'm gonna... I have to turn off see messages. Play no sound. There we go. Oh, wait, is it... Does he mean first one? Okie dokie. Gonna skip ahead to pasta. That's Hallowwood. We're gonna review pasta's point of view. He's just chilling. You haven't exactly made a move this match. You're probably under a little bit of pressure. Alright, so... So what the first thing I'm seeing is you're blocking these gun flames. That just... These long range gun flames, so if he does a fast slash here and he does a gun flame, you have time to jump back and not block this. But if you block this gun flame, then he's at advantage. You can't jump out. Because he can do fast slash here and catch you jumping out. And now he's just doing this in the Bringer. You can try to punish Bandit Bringer with an air throw like, or a jump high B or something. But at the moment, you're just being pushed in the corner because of this gun flame. Like this gun flame again, this isn't close enough to block it. you can like quickly just show it, because there's another thing I see that's very common with players. They just continuously block gunflame. No race pick on you. If you block gunflame, it's his turn. He basically decides what he wants to do. Try that. Actually, let's do that. It's a bit more realistic. So this is what's gonna happen. You get caught. You can get dragged back down. Maybe further. For that. See, there's nothing you can do. You can try to poke. It's just not reliable. Like that. I guess it works against Fafnir. Surprise it's working. Okay, then this might happen. I can't believe that worked. Alright, how about this? There you go. If you're like on the draw when it comes to pressing a button, then that'll happen. So what you want to be doing, because you just want to keep blocking this over and over, is, you know, jump back. Don't block it. The better way to punish it is, you know, using a dash. It's a bit harder for Kai. He doesn't have a low to the ground attack. The best he can do is like just do a normal jump. Something like that. But don't constantly be blocking gun flames. And if they're doing stuff like this, that's when you FT them out. This might happen as well. Yeah, a lot of stuff that can happen. I don't know, it's not as good just to block gun flames at that range. If they're close range, sure, you can counter poke back, but if it's long range, they can really hurt you because they're at the advantage. Like, they're going to be able to put a button out and frame trap you. They can dash up 6p. They can whiff punish you. You know? And the damage is too high. Yeah, you try to jump back, so now you're in. You can burst this. Good burst. That you should be aware that he could do that. After a burst, they're always going to come back in. And the first thing he's going to do is get back in, so you need to be aware of that. So you need to be ready for 6v. Nice jab. That should have been to a knockdown if it was possible. 6p close slash 2D split seal. I just put that down and then you get stuff running. You didn't need to go into fast slash that. Don't need to be 6 speed. And now just doing Banner Bringer over and over. Like, I think he's getting away with Banner Bringer too much. So you avoid this, you avoid that gunflame, but you jump back. So now he kind of has the advantage because by the time you land, he's able to, you know, do stuff. You have to hold that. You need to start. If you want to beat a lot of soul stuff, so this Fafnir, you need to instant block it to take your turn back, and against Bandit Bringer, you need to instant block that to take your turn back. Or else it's not like against Fafnir, it's his advantage, but against not Fafnir, it's not his. Against Fafnir, he's +2. So if you instant block it, it's your turn, but if you don't, then it's kind of his turn. Bandit Bringer is like 0 on block, and it's definitely your turn if you instant block it, but it's still spacing and it's a bit funky. It can be different. Another thing you've also probably noticed is you have a lot of meter and he's cranked you a lot. So you've probably given a lot of chances to escape and you just haven't done anything. So like you blocked this Bringer and that's going to crank you up. So you blocked all this stuff, you're going to block a Fafnir, now you're cranked because you haven't really been able to escape or get pressure off you and you haven't used any FD. So just constantly blocking Fafnirs and Bandit Bringers without trying to punish back or without trying to get away. This is what's going to happen eventually. And when he gets that hit, gets the hit, it's going to hurt. I think you're trying to jump out, he's just killing you. Immediately, just since you YC, this should be a lot easier to just jump up, instant block, come down, punish. And if you want me to show you how that works. Something like that. It's a little bit harder though. A little bit harder to punish. Got this. Nah. Your best bet is the instant block. Which is really hard to punish. He's not nice enough. Yep, way too hard. Say it, just throw it. You can also just throw him early. It's risky though. This is why it's better to instant block go through. Nah, it's a bit hard. Alright, there's too much hit stun. You need to be way too high. You need to be way too high. And you're not going to be. You're not going to react. If you're preemptively reacting, then sure, you can go for an air throw. But you don't really need to. You just chill and then easy. That's the thing for Kai. I think his ground throw is a bit better. Yeah, his ground throw is a lot better. So while that happens. Yeah, you're just getting rolled. Because you're constantly blocking these Fafnirs. I mean, Fafnirs and Bandit Bringers. That should be a punish, yeah. You jump forward, you instant air dash forward, which is a bit odd of a decision, in my opinion, as a Kai. Yeah, you weren't gonna. I don't think you're gonna punish this. You need like really long range fast slash. Aye. Oh, you're Kamadoso? Okay, cool. That makes my life a little bit easier. Alright, so the main things, like I said, the main common things against a Soul is instant blocking Fafnir, instant blocking Bandit Bringer, pushing them out a bit with FD so that they can't, so that they whiff their gun flames and you can jump away from them and not block them at long ranges, and to give you more space so they can't dash up for a command grab consistently. It just gives you space, it makes it hard for them to get back in. I think it's whiffing 2H too much. Like, just chill. 2H is a bit odd. 2H is a bit too early. And you just block that. I mean, you get hit by that. He's plus. Yeah. Even just blocking consistent amount of Fafnir and Bandit Bringer is just not going to do you any good. That should have gone to a 2D. 2H, 2D there, as a punish. Because with that, you could have done 2H, 2D into split seal. No, probably not split seal, but too far. So you got him out of the air here, and you try to chase him down. If you're going to chase down, you need a 6P him again to anti-air him. 6P here would have caught him. You could have gone 6P close slash 2H. Caught him. Yeah. Using these combos, and then you try to 6P that, but that's risky because you can counterperk that. Now, yeah, you're constantly blocking. Should be a punch. I don't know why he did that. Good combo. Good to see that. Unfortunately, you tried a YSC that, but you got an RC, so you missed some meter. You're doing good there. That pressure string, because you're +4 here. He doesn't FD, he doesn't instant block, so you can basically You could try the 2S, but you're a little bit too slow on the 2S. You could have done like 5k 2S maybe. Or you could have done 5k 6H, you know, stuff like that, but it's unfortunate. You also have tons of ways to get back in, because if you do a 50 meter, so you can stun dipper back in. Yeah, run up DP can be a real big brain if you have some meta. So this game, all that you've been doing is literally getting mauled by... You haven't been able to control Halo Wood. You're just getting mauled by him constantly doing things that you don't really understand what to beat. Hopefully you do now. Because as soon as you get like as soon as you punish him, you'll start doing your own game. But you haven't been able to do your own game with Oki yet. You've been able to get knocked down, and then from that knockdown, run mix up and do stuff. You also haven't probably been able to keep him out. Like you can keep him out with fireballs. Doesn't have to be like. You can keep him out with air fireballs as well. It doesn't have to be purely like trying to poke with fast slash and 2H. There's a lot of stuff you can do like that. It's a bit ambitious, that stun dipper. So what happened here? Yeah, you tried 2H this again, but that's what happens. You gotta be you can't be whiffing buttons like that, and you gotta be chill because it's hard to anti-air that. You should immediately thrown him as soon as you landed. He should have thrown you as soon as you landed. To be honest. Now you got gold burst. Use burst for gold, but you didn't confirm that. There should have been a mini enough so you could have done 5k. 5k 2S or something. Just 5k into anything. After this knockdown, you could have done charge stun edge YOC just to keep him there. Yeah, this is on a safe jump, so you just get caught. It's gonna happen. It's not safe. Mix the combo. He's still in. Nice. If you 6-speed that or air thrown that, you would have had advantage. What happened here? Yeah, you need to be taking your advantage here. Like, he's gonna press a button, obviously, so you gotta be taking your advantage. You gotta lock him down. Especially, Kai can lock down characters quite well in his box strings, so you should take the initiative. Because he's gonna press back buttons if you don't. That should have been close slash 2H. Or should get hit by that. Yep, so now he's still kind of plus. He whiffs that, so hopefully you get a punish. I'll show you one combo by the way, after this. To help you use your meter for damage in the corner. So that should have been about 200 damage, this punish. Maybe with this DP, you should have literally gone underneath him, just walked underneath him, done a combo to the corner. Also, this back throw, you need to be doing a charge stun edge, YRC or something. This is a meaty, because he just DPs it. There are also other ways to make yourself safe. Actually, I'll show you right now. There's two things you can do I'd recommend right now. If you get a knockdown and you want to... If you get knocked down, you want to do something. You can do something meaty, like you can time a safe jump, like that, and that'll be safe. You can also do this. And what this will do, you can't really stand up. It's pretty good. So they're just gonna sit there while you do a meaty. And the combo thing I was talking about is something like this. You have enough time to do this on every character. So you can always do this. Every time. That's sort of damage you can do from there. Alright. Let me finish this up. Maybe I'll do the last person. Maybe I gotta go do something else. We'll see. safe jump setup after a combo. If you're talking about that specific combo, I'm not a Kai player, but there are probably ways to get a proper knockdown off that I don't know about that gets you a safe jump. But a lot of combos should be able to get you safe jumps against every character quite easily. If you know them at least. At least something safe as they can't DP. So what happened here? Round start DP. That should have been a fast slash stun dipper punish. As soon as he lands, just fast slash. The 6H isn't gonna reach you. And you press in 2D. Nice, you get knocked down. Here we go. Running your game. If you did 6k into split seal there, because that was a can hit. Close slash and a 6k. If you did a split seal, you could have dashed up briefly, done a 2D into the fireball. H fireball. You could have done it again and again. Unfortunately, you missed it. Try to press 6H there. You need to press something like 5k, not 6H. Or 2S maybe. No, yeah. Good poke out. Gotta be careful though. You could have RC that to kill you. Careful. Yeah, he's gonna RC now. Yep, just gonna whiff. Should just be chilling on the ground. You could jump back, jump H here. So you can jump back, jump H here. That's fine. That's good. This is good. It's very good. See, whiffs. It's a hard business of trying to judge stun edge. So from here, you probably could have done a fast slash 2S stun dipper, and it probably would have worked because you would have been spaced properly. Nice RC though. Split seal. So you're getting stuff going now. And you miss it. That should have easily been a safe jump as well. He's with this, so get a punish. 6H in my opinion is not a good punish. Like if you're gonna do a punish, it should be just like a close slash 2S 5H stun dip or something like that, or close slash 5H 2D split seal into H fireball. Like 6H is not a good punish tool. Just something like this. It's pretty good. If you actually, I will give you one piece of advice. So Sol, whenever he DPs, he is in crouching state all the time. You can do this. Oops. That's good damage. So if he doesn't do the follow-up, he's gonna be... He does do the follow-up. He's gonna be in he will be in crouching counter hit state. Just keep it simple. Just keep it simple. Nice damage. Because this only works on crouching. If I do this, this won't work. Because crouching, which is what he's going to do after a DP, he's going to be in that state. And there are a lot of characters that can end in crouching, which is something you can take advantage of as a Kai player. But yeah, all those knockdowns you were getting before, just do something like this. You can actually do this at range. Sometimes it won't work because of the range, so you gotta dash up briefly. But you'll still be, you know. Alright. You sneaky sneak thief here. Do his match now. Oh yeah, how about my message? What the hell? Where okay, I don't know what Sneaky Sneak Thief is, if he's here or not. So I'm just gonna go ahead and do his match. It was kind of short, but I can explain some stuff. It's a 2-0. Yes. Yes, I archive all my matches and all my analysis on this and on my YouTube. Which is it on the bottom of my page? Let's find out. No, I've got to put it at the bottom of my page. Alright. I'll put a link to my Twitch. I'll put a link to this VOD in the Twitch, and I'll put a link to my YouTube in my Twitch description later, so you can see it. But yeah, I archive all these streams. So that was a bit of an odd start. Like, he's just dancing around. He's got to like kind of lock down this Raven. It's not using the best buttons. Like, jump H is a lot better of a button. Whiffing buttons, yeah. If Sneaky Sneak Thief enters next one, I'll probably do a more in-depth one because he's not here. So he can't ask questions. So this will be a bit faster. You just 6p this, always. Yeah, he's just dashing up, whiffing buttons. There are better buttons to dash up with, to be honest, than 6p. There needs to be a knockdown. That's a common thing I always thought. He needs to be going to knockdown. Like, I'll show it right now. Everything needs to be going to a knockdown into card, every single time.
Jam versus Soul. Get ready to rock.
Every time, everything can go into a knockdown. Everything should easily go into a knockdown because you need these cards. This is the god button. And then from here you have your cards, so you can, you know. You can do stuff with these cards. Hopefully something like this. Alright, I'll get this one time. I'm gonna get this. Oh yeah. There you go. Something like that. So you can get rid of your cards to go into more extravagant stuff like that. But you need to be getting 2D, you need to be getting into your cards. Because your cards are your life. Your lifeblood. Also, 6H is a very good button if you want to dash at them, and command dash and a puffball is very good. Much better these you can dash at. And yeah, you're just getting hit because you got hit high. You need a 6B that. You need to be getting out. It's getting romped. Try to get out. It's fine. Now you're doing puffball. 6H is good stuff to see. Once again, you're going into a random card. Should be going into a knockdown before you do that. The super's probably not going to get anything. You're just going to punish. Do the throw, which is not the best thing because it's not doing enough damage. Yeah, it's first round. Trying to approach to the air, you can do that. It's a little bit risky, but yeah, you got to be careful with Raven, which is why 6H and puffball are pretty decent. Like if you want to chase down a Raven, just command dash puffball or 6H dash 6H or something, or dash 6H into command dash puffball. Nice, that could have been like a puffball right there. You can't hit. You're knocked down. You're too close. Can't get too close, you get thrown. Should throw after that. Just go into a knockdown instead next time. That's knockdown material right there after that 6B. Also jump instant. If you're gonna instant air dash, use jump H. Maybe if you're in a close string, you can do a bunch of 5Ps to get yourself down the ground safely. But jump H is the goat when it comes to getting down the ground. It's really fast. It's really good. See, this is another time where you could have just knocked down here. You don't. You're just getting yourself killed over and over. Yeah. Your 6P at upper body involves also just went through that, I think. Or the range is a bit too shit. Because it goes further. And this is where Marks goes on to a different character. Illegal. Should have DQ'd him for this. So you really should just be aggressive. Like around start, you can back up a bit and you just 6H in. Like you don't need to be respecting a Venom. Instant air dash jump H, 6H puffball, like all this stuff. You're gonna be a knockdown to a card. He's doing a lot of 6Hs. Like you can just 6H and just wreck him. Be puffball, yeah. Do stuff like that. Just get in. Don't be afraid. It's a really hard. This should be a really hard matchup for Raven, unless you do that. A really hard matchup for Venom, unless you do that, which is not going into knockdown. Going into 2D. Don't do that. All this stuff is not real. Like you can't summon twice like that. You need to do it once and then do it immediately. You could have just gotten up and like press the button. Could have 2S this and probably can't hit him. That could have been, if you jump H there, you probably would have caught him behind because it's got hitbox around the back. Try to command dash, but too far. That could have been a 2D for a knockdown. Yeah, just doing tricky stuff, I guess. It's kind of cool. Jump H is a very good button. Nice, you got a 6H. You should be on top of him now. You should probably go into 5K. 5K is a much better button to get yourself centered. Like 5K, you did 2S, I guess is an okay run-up button. You should have done something off that, like 5K 2D. 2S, the stagger happens, then you can do 5k 2D because it'll combo to a knockdown. You could have card summoned after that. So you did 2H 2D. Okay, now you card summon. You don't, you're too close, he throws you. He rolls the wrong one. That's punishable. He doesn't know that though. It's very nice. You could have done the K follow up, the up kick follow up. Oh, 6H almost reached. You backdashed it. Time's almost out. You're just gonna get chipped out. You're gonna have to do that. Does a lot of chip. Nice 6p. Yeah, it could have been a knockdown. You didn't need to go into command dash. 5D randomly. Whereas again, no knockdown, like that's just a common thing. He's getting mashed out. Like his buttons are good, but you shouldn't be mashing out like this. Should definitely be dominating with your pokes. Don't be afraid. Yep, that could have gone to a 2D into a knockdown, into a card. That could have gone to a couple of things. That maybe could have been a jump H count hit. You could have confirmed into a knockdown there. Yeah. That's just unfortunate. I don't know what's going on. Again, need a knockdown for that. Alright. So what I'm going to do, because I'm not going to linger on this too much longer, I'm going to show you a few of the things I mentioned before. Like I was mentioning through that video. So first of all, 6H is very good. Let me just get... Actually, I'll talk about the block. So, remember, you got your knockdown shit. Get the knockdown. Get this. You need this. Use this. And you can go from anything. You can go... You think it's unsafe? Puffball it. Or, you know, you can jump cancel it. You can do it on block, on hit, or anything. Just get this knockdown. You need this knockdown so you can get cards. You need cards. Any card. Preferably this card though, the flip kick, because it lets you do what that one combo I said at the beginning. You can also do this if you're at range, so against like a Venom, you're like, whoop-de-doo, get a knockdown. Like there's another way to get a knockdown, if you do stuff like this. Alright, so now you know how to get a knockdown. Let's talk about, briefly, let's talk about how to get in, like what you should be doing. So you can, first of all, it's 6H. Very good, you can be like, whoa, I'm in. And from this, you can go, get puffball. Lot of stuff you can do. Go low. You can do this. That's a tricky later mix up. Go. Oops. Here you can go. Alright, you can do a lot of stuff for this. It's a very good button. Technical, your command dash. This is very good. You're plus after this. You can really, you know. puffball. Remember, you can use 2H and all, and close slash isn't the best, it's a bit slow. The recovery isn't the best, you can go back to the back case quickly. 2H is a little bit better. This is plus, you can just walk forward to it. And you can go up for a throw. Screw that. You're gonna sit here and watch this, Nick. Another thing. So you're doing a lot of this. The only time you'll do this is if you really need to like get down on the ground quickly, so you can do stuff like this. But if you're in the air, just do this. This is such a good button. It's really fast. Like I can probably do 3. I can do so many in the air. I can go so easily. And it goes behind. Like I can do this so high up. Use this. It's really good. Jump edge is very good. Last action is a pretty good button. So you can do stuff with it. You can go buff ball. Do that. Also, maybe some better tricks in the corner if I just do this. Is you know. A lot of stuff you can do like that. But yeah, that just gives you an idea of pressure. Like she's got really good pressure. You can go no throws. Make sure she gets the knockdown. You can go the wreck. Okay, she goes to this 2D. This 2D is so good. Get those cards. Even play it long. If you're at long range, just get a card. Like, what's it gonna do? Some characters could literally do something, but just get a card. With long range against like some zoning matchups, so easy to get a card and then get a counter hit. You can just dash. Look at the range on this. Should dash momentum. Anyways, I got something to do, so I think I've explained enough. If Sneak Thief has more questions, he's gonna play again. Wants another photo review? I'll do that. But apart from that, I think that's all for now. This will be a bit of a abrupt finish, but I will be hosting the Newbie Netplay Tourney tomorrow for people that are interested. Just get the link to that, put it in the channel. That's tomorrow at 7 PM AEDT. Get to sign up for that. Australia, New Zealand only. I'll see you guys tomorrow for that. Apart from that, thank you for watching. This will be up later when I upload it to my YouTube, which I put in a link earlier. If someone wants that, I can throw it in a bit earlier. Anyways, thanks guys for watching. See you tomorrow.